Okay. So, hello and welcome back to the College Cheese Podcast, episode 133, I think.
Going live again for once.
We are live because we are using this thing called StreamYard. I'm pretty sure that you can see it, the little watermark in the upper right-hand part of your screen, but that's fine.
Yep, that's on my face.
Yep. So, Joe has a picture of
There's a lot of stuff on your face.
Yeah, like hair.
like hair. So, yeah.
I'm probably snot because I'm sick.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Well, at least you can't make us sick.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's another. We got a few things we can discuss. Mostly, happy WWE 2K20 launch day, everybody. That game is hot garbage. I don't know if you guys saw the clip that I posted in the Slack.
Well, were we expecting anything other than hot garbage coming from
I
that
had
game?
high hopes for that game.
Yeah. In the beginning, it looked like it was going to be pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's like the graphics were nice, and then it's like, oh, you can finally do intergender tag matches. That's something we've been planning to do for Dumb Wrestling for a while.
Yeah.
And then they revealed that they're not going to have create a championship. That'll be patched in later, I guess.
Wonderful.
Which is very integral to Dumb Wrestling.
Yep. And then they showed off some of the story mode, and it honestly looked like something from the PS2 era. Not trying to knock the PS2 era of wrestling games, because that was arguably the best era for wrestling games.
Yep.
Between the PS2 and the GameCube. Between Here Comes the Pain and Day of Reckoning 2. I mean, come on, Aaron. You know how much we all loved Day of Reckoning 2 back in the day.
Yeah, I love the shit out of Day of Reckoning too, but
You loved it for several reasons, because it was a good game and it had Stacy Keibler on the cover.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for days.
Yep. But yeah, that game is trash. Apparently, not even there's no creative championship at launch. That would be patched in apparently later. The gameplay is glitchy. You can't change the material of clothes. You know how you can change it from to satin or leather or something. Apparently that doesn't stick. You can change if you change your wrestler's hair color, and even if you confirm it and it saves, it doesn't.
The fuck?
And you can't upload any images.
Wow.
So far, apparently that's broken. And another thing, you know how and I'm sure you know this, Aaron. When you go to say you're making a move set for someone and you find a move and it's oh, this move would be good on this wrestler, so I'll bookmark it and I'll come back later for it. You can favorite a move and it'll be added to a favorites list, so it's easy access, because obviously this game has over 1,000 moves in it. They took that feature out.
A game that has 800 plus moves. Some are hard to keep track of. Kind of want to keep track of some of them.
Some of them, yeah.
Not anymore. Nope.
Can't do that no more. Nope. I'm just I'm gonna blame. I'm gonna blame a lot of people. I'm gonna blame WWE because of crap. I'm gonna blame 2K because apparently the same kind of issues have plagued the NBA 2K series this year. NBA 2K20 isn't much better. And also I told this to Joe, but I don't know if you knew this, Aaron. But apparently, you know how the wrestling games are usually made by THQ or Ukes. That's not the case anymore. They're not partnered with Ukes. They went with Visual Concepts, which is the team that makes the NBA 2K games. So
so let's take this team that's been working on these games for several years and
about 20 years at this point.
Yeah, been doing well at it, and let's not do that and bring in this other team that's been working on basketball games for the last 20 years. Surely they know how to play a game or how to make a game.
Maybe we'll get that Michael Jordan DLC for WWE. But yeah.
So the only idea I have is if they had the same people doing two games, you would potentially cut costs, I guess.
I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah, 'cause you know how WWE is all about cutting costs.
Yeah, so
Yo, they got that blood money though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
another thing too is, were we really expecting anything less from the 2K20?
I mean, like I said, I had hopes for it.
Yeah.
Like, how often are wrestling games nowadays really all that great?
They're good. They're good. Like every 5 years, because I feel like that's when they come out with like a new game. That's what like when
Right.
they rebuild the engine from like the ground up. They do it
Yeah.
every 4 to 5 years.
And like we said twice prior, like in the beginning, 2K20 looked like it was actually going to be really good.
Yeah, like with the intergender. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, because it had everything we were looking for up until that point.
The intergender tags, and then like hopefully the other game modes, and then all that other stuff, and then like even like the story mode, it looked promising. Like you can play as like a male or a female, and like you're working your way up from like you're like the cutscene that they showed of the story mode. Like you're in high school and like you got like this journal and it's like it has all your dreams and aspirations, like become a WWE superstar, become WWE champion, get an action figure, and like you get picked on by a classmate because obviously all wrestling is for nerds, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the cutscene that they showed. Number one, the voice acting was awful, and also like yeah, it looked like it was like ripped from like SmackDown Shut Your Mouth or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
See, once again, I'll just say this: is this they need to stop releasing a new game every year and just do patch updates
Exactly.
until they make a new engine or whatever, and then release a new game. Because that's all the games are every year, is just like patch updates.
It's just quality of life updates. That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And more importantly, if they're gonna switch development teams, they should like test them first, and not have them release their mainstay title without having like any credibility.
Yeah. Because I feel like I feel like that's exactly it. Remember how like I was saying, Joe, when we were doing dishes one day, how it was weird how they hadn't done the roster reveal or really talked much about 2K20 until like last month.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's what this game feels like. It feels like it was rushed. It feels like they had nothing to show, and then like they just started like, oh, like let's just like steamroll this thing and like get it out, like have it go gold in like 2 minutes
Yeah, probably.
or something. And then like Aaron, you played 19, right? 2K19.
Yeah, I have 19.
Yeah, because I just picked up 19 as well, and like that, it's a good looking game. Like the facial models look pretty good and all that stuff. And then yeah, like apparently they redid it for 2K20, where everybody looks like crap. And apparently the best looking wrestler in the game is Jerry Lawler, who is like 4 million years old.
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler pushed the continents.
Which is funny because I remember seeing clips or snapshots of like gameplay in like a Game Informer, and I think we were all talking about how good it actually looked, but I just feel like a lot of game developers and whatnot are taking shortcuts instead of actually putting in hardcore work.
Yeah, because that's the sad part. Because people just they just want to make money on it. That's why that's probably why they put these games out every year, because it's like they know they'll make money from it.
Yeah, people are just gonna slap the label up there and be like, "Oh, hey, people are gonna buy it regardless." So
yeah, like with NBA 2K20, like if you bought it on Steam, apparently at launch and the game launches and you install it, apparently if you went to play it, the desktop icon still said NBA 2K19.
Oh man, that's worse than fucking because like Street Fighter 4 had that. Like when you had like Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition on 360,
Yeah.
and you got the DLC upgrade to Ultra, it would still say Super Arcade Edition, but when you go into it, it would be Ultra.
Right.
But having been offline for a time where it can't make its like
back.
server check, it
Right.
will count as you still having Super Arcade Edition without Ultra, even though it's on your system.
Right.
Because it has to do that online little handshake thing to check to see if you actually own it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that do that.
But Yeah, it's like, I mean, we've said this a bunch of times where, like, sports games and like that, like, they should just come out with like just patches to update the roster, maybe implement some new game modes or something. But yeah, it's like they don't. And like, in case like some like gaming industry insider ever sees this podcast, like, no, you're wrong. No, I'm pretty sure we're right. Where it's like they come out with a new game every year and don't just come out with a patch because they know they think they're not going to make as much money.
Yeah.
It's like, why put out a freaking like a $25 yearly patch for roster updates or new game modes, or what? We can put out a $59.99 game, and
by
all these,
just reusing old assets.
right.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
they know people are going to end up buying it. That's why
Yeah,
they do
That's the
it.
problem.
Come on, Cat.
We need to stop buying them. That's the only way they're going to learn. Because money is a universal language.
But sports fans. Obviously, I don't think any of us here are really diehard sports fans anyway. I think we're,
Nope.
if anything, we're more like casual sports fans.
Yeah.
Because Joe, we all know how much you love the New York Giants.
I'm going to strangle you. I mean, I will take them over the Pats any day of the week.
Don't say that. We live in Patriots country.
I don't give a fuck. Patriots suck. I'll say it here on air.
Well,
Right
it was
now.
nice knowing you, Joe.
I don't give a fuck.
All of a sudden, we hear rumbling outside, and like we see like
There's
like,
like pitchforks and
pitchforks,
whatnot.
torches, and those pitchforks have like deflated footballs on them.
There you go.
Because like we live in Patriots country. Yo, Tom Brady and Gronk, who I remember for the longest time we had no idea. We just knew Gronk because it was that derpy dude on the fucking cereal box.
Yep.
Anyway,
Mm-mm.
but yeah, sports games, they shouldn't come out every year, but we know that won't change anything because like these big companies want their money.
I miss the golden age of weird sports games, the midway sports games.
Like NBA Jam.
Yeah,
And-
NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, NHL Hits, Sluggers. Fucking those were the best.
It's like
Yeah,
even
good
like
times.
it's like even like WWE All Stars.
Yeah. Back when they cared about fun and not simulation.
It's like even with like WWE 2K19, it's like they tried to like add some like fun stuff, like being able like having like a big head mode, which is weird,
Yeah, that's
And,
always
like,
weird.
and like being able to make basically a Minecraft character. Like, okay, but yeah, sports games. Sports games are weird. Like Joe said, I miss like the weird sports games where it was just about fun. Because I feel like we've done this at times as well. Because like we have our complaints about games, but it's like when it comes down to it, video games are just supposed to be fun.
And they're not. Not
they're not.
anymore.
Nope. Nowadays, it's all about going where the money is
Yep, either through esports or microtransactions or something.
and putting out a finished project with as little effort as possible.
Yep.
Yep, it's all about taking advantage of the consumer nowadays.
Mhm.
Yep.
If they know you're gonna buy something just because of the label and the brand, then they'll put out crap knowing people are gonna buy it anyway.
Yep, that's how we got the new Star Wars Battlefront.
Yo, what are you talking about? That was never mind. I can't even bring myself to finish that sentence. What's that new one coming out? Like the what was it?
The Fallen Order?
The Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Like
that one looks pretty good, I will say.
I hope that's good because I remember like there was like a typo on like the article.
What are you
or something,
talking about
like-
with the one with the redhead kid?
Yes.
Yes, I
I
think.
think so. It's the only new Star Wars game coming out lately.
I only remember because there was like a misprint on like their specs because it said like minimum amount of RAM required was like 32 gigs, which obviously is incorrect. But yeah, I was like, anyway, let's see. But yeah, oh nice, I got an email saying that we're live. Okay, thanks YouTube. Anyway,
It's a little 15 minutes too late, but
you know. But yeah, I mean, like we have our complaints about games and stuff, but like like obviously we still love our games. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this podcast. We're just like we are smart consumers, and we wish the best for our games, where we don't have to spend a bunch of money for crap.
right.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you never truly know what's crap until you get it in your hands, because opinions
pretty
are
much.
subjective.
So it's like, I mean, we're already breaking like the first rule of the internet by posting our opinions on the internet.
Yeah, you're right.
But regardless, so something that like I'm sure we're more positive about. Yeah, apparently a certain character will be coming to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm super fucking excited.
I almost kind of want to get it for PS4. Not PS4, the PC, but
Isn't it like, don't they have like a free to play version?
I think that's only on console.
Okay.
I forgot because I remember seeing a video that Siri X did on it. It's like it was like revamping Content City and like doing a whole server like change or whatever to like weed out some of the hackers and the people that don't play anymore to like get in fresh people. I forgot about it. I know there was I think it was speculated that there was going to be like a free to play version. I don't know if that's a thing yet.
last thing I heard about Xenoverse 2 was the fact they added Vegeta's Royal Blue transformation.
Yeah, the Super Saiyan God evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Which apparently has Final Flash as a regular move. So cool. I don't know. I don't have it, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, I haven't been up there in quite a while.
I just started playing it again recently because of the Android 21 announcement, which, by the way, that's the announcement for everybody that doesn't know.
Yeah.
Android 21's coming to Xenoverse 2.
I forgot we didn't mention that. It's like, oh, hey, a character's coming to Xenoverse 2. And then, like,
and
fucking,
then we
like,
never tell what it is.
our tens of thousands of no viewers will never know who the character is, and they'll have to do the research themselves, and we failed our audience.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, her inception when Fighters came out back, January of last year, I was surprised that they didn't add her to, like, the animated series and whatnot, because she's so popular and whatnot. You could easily kind of make her canon.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm hoping for, but it was still early, and now that we're like a year and a half, almost 2 years later, then yeah, now they're probably gonna make like they're acknowledging her popularity enough to put her in Xenoverse, which is kind of on its last legs at this point. But still, we could get her in Super. I really hope we do.
I mean, she's best pink-haired waifu.
Yeah, Waifu 21.
Mm-hmm.
And when she comes out, I'm going to spend hours in photo mode.
So I can log on to Steam and I'll say Viper the Samurai has freaking posted like 47,784 screenshots of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
You know, give or take a few hundred.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
All of a sudden, Joe's gonna come downstairs and be like, "Hey, Albert, where's the cleaning supplies?"
It's like he's like, no, I need to go to Best Buy.
Surprise?
Yeah, cleaning supplies. Shut up.
It's like he just comes down. He's like, I need to go to Best Buy. Why? I need a new hard drive. Well, what happened to yours? It's full. From what?
Screenshots.
Also, I need some screen cleaner for my monitor.
I need some clean cream.
God damn it! I fucking knew he was gonna say it. But
I just hope that they have her main two forms because they showed off the red ribbon army scientist outfit, but she does all of her fighting in her Majin form.
Right.
So I hope they still have that. It's like
They probably do.
They don't have to separate the good from the evil version. That's fine. That's like story related.
They can have it as a transformation.
I mean, yeah. Actually, yeah, that would work really well. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
to have it as an awakening or a transformation. Yeah. Okay.
You go from Dr. McJugs to Pinky McJugs. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, that'd be the perfect
Sounds
way
like a
to do
bad
it.
kid show. Pinky McJugs.
And it's like Robot Princess Bubblegum.
Nice. Wasn't that from Saints Row?
Yeah, that's from GTA.
Okay, I knew it was from. I'm like, it's from one of them. Anyway. Oh, let's see. It seems like a bunch of games these days getting into that Halloween spirit, because there's a few games that are coming out with their Halloween costumes.
Yep. Overwatch being one of them.
Overwatch being one, MK11 being another.
And Girls Frontline on my phone is also doing it.
Fucking, I go on Twitter, and obviously I follow, a small handful of artists.
Mm.
And like they make art of like the girls from Girls Frontline. I'm like, I'm not playing this game, but
it's got some good looking art in it.
It's some good art. Some good art, I'm not gonna lie.
And there's a ton of girls in it.
I mean,
Joe, let me ask you a question. When you say good looking art in it, are you talking about like, good looking art, or are you talking about good looking art?
Because we are men of culture, so we appreciate.
Right.
I mean, they got girls of all shapes and sizes in there, from like the small cute ones to the more mature busty ones. They've got them all.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Because gotta catch them all.
Like the first like additional costume I got was for the Ithaca M37, which is a shotgun, and she has some of the biggest tits I've ever seen in that game.
Nice. Caught my attention real quick.
Yeah, I showed her to you before.
Yeah.
The day I got her.
But
besides all that, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a mobile game. I was addicted to it for a while.
Now you're addicted to that Naruto thing.
I mean, I was until like I spent all my pearls, and now I'm just like, all right, now what do I do? I have
what Naruto game?
Fucking Ultimate Blazing or whatever. It's another unit based game. Let me bring it up for you.
I mean, because welcome to the College Cheese Mobile Gaming Podcast.
Well, mobile games are
they're a pretty big
slowly
market.
On the rise. So.
They are. It's a pretty big market. I mean, obviously you got stuff like Girls Frontline and obviously like the Nintendo stuff like Fire Emblem Heroes and Mario Kart Tour. That's out, and apparently that's getting Halloween costumes. Because I just saw a witch Rosalina costume for Mario Kart. I mean, that's pretty cool. Apparently, this stuff is pretty expensive because I saw it was like a Diddy Kong pack and it was like $40. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm not throwing $40 at a mobile game.
Yeah.
And then
that Aaron. I posted it in private chat.
Okay. Oh, okay. And then what else? What was that? What was Azure Lane? Is that what it's called? That mobile game?
Yeah, I think isn't that the prequel to Girls Frontline?
Maybe.
I remember. I remember the name.
Yeah, cause it's a game where it's like you have ships, but the ships are girls. And like
yeah.
They had that crossover with that Kizuna AI.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm not playing it because microtransactions, but you ain't got me yet. You came close, but when whatever company makes it, Marvelous or whatever, when are you gonna bring freaking Senran Kagura New Wave to the West?
Yeah.
So it's not all in Japanese, so I can read what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. But do you really have to read what they're saying?
I mean, as a man of culture, I read these things for the articles.
Yeah, you kind of have to understand what's being said to really enjoy it. Other than that, it's just pictures.
Nice pictures.
Yeah.
But pictures nonetheless.
Speaking of Simmering Kagura, when's Yumi coming to Cross Tag?
November. The end of November, I think that the 2.0 update is out. I think sometime in November. I think it's like towards the end of November.
Yeah, something like that.
But I mean, yo, can't wait to play. I want to play Yumi. I want to play Elizabeth. I want to play that stupid tank.
I kind of want to play Neapolitan. She looks fun.
It's good ice cream.
Yeah.
If you weren't gonna make the joke, I was.
I mean,
It's a very easy joke to make.
take one for the team, I guess. But yeah, let's see. What else? What other stuff is getting Halloween costume? MK11, Overwatch. Billy was? I was talking to Billy about it. Did Diva get a Halloween skin this year?
No.
Okay, then that one that Billy saw must have been from something else because it was like a pumpkin or whatever. I'm like, that's
I know there's a Living Pumpkins thing that Hammy got, Wrecking Ball, which he got last year, which I also really want but can't afford.
Okay, because I remember I saw those Overwatch skins and I think the only one that really caught my eye was the Ash one.
Yeah, it's like I looked through all of them and like they're kind of nice. Like even the Junkrat run, I'm kind of like, Krampus is better. Like I could do without this. The Ash one looks really nice, but apparently, that skin makes your iron sights a little brighter, so it makes it so it's harder to aim at people. People are saying, yeah, I read a little bit about it.
Okay.
Like people are complaining that the sights are too bright.
I mean,
I haven't been on Overwatch in a minute.
I haven't played Overwatch in probably a year at this point. Because whenever I got it when it was part of the Humble Monthly for the $12,
Mm-hmm.
and then I played it once, and it ran pretty decently on my computer at lower settings. And I remember, like, I played it with Jeff, name dropping people, and then like I exited out of the game, and I was just about to tweet how surprised I was how well Overwatch ran on my computer, and then my computer blue screened. And then I was like, you know what? This computer has not blue screened since I installed Overwatch. So goodbye, Overwatch. I will not be seeing you anytime soon.
Yeah, I updated it just to check out the new update and see what was new. I haven't actually played a match in 6 months ish.
Like, let's see. I know I tried Hammond a little bit, but I don't think I've tried any character since then. So I haven't played Ash. I haven't played who's the dude? The healer guy.
Oh,
Batista? Not
Baptiste.
Batista. Okay, I almost said Batista.
Baptiste.
Okay, yeah.
He's a lot of fun too. I like him a lot.
Okay. Man, if I wanted to play Batista, I'd get Gears 5.
Yeah, right?
Because he's in Gears 5. That's cool, I guess. It's like, oh, because like we basically model this character after Dave Batista. So now we have Dave Batista in Gears 5. I'm like, cool. I like Batista, but it's Gears. I've never really been a Gears guy.
I like the first one. That's about it.
Let's see.
The patch for Final Fantasy drops next week.
14?
5.1. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Ninja's getting a rework. Samurai's getting some workarounds. I think Summoner too. And they're adding more story and a couple of other things.
One of these days, I want to try getting into 14 because the game looks cool.
It's cool. It's work.
Oh, I bet
it's nice from what I've played of it. Like me, who hates all MMOs, who likes only very small things, it was not bad.
Okay.
It's fun unless you want to do like. No, actually, I'll take that back. It's fun. It just takes work when you get to end game and trying to figure out the optimum rotation for your job and whatnot.
Okay.
So if you really want to get into it, make sure you invest time into it.
Yeah. I also can't wait for PSO2 to come to the West.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That comes out like I want to say December. But I think it's later than that. I'm gonna look this up right now. Let's see. Thank you. I went to type PSO2 and it almost auto-corrected to psoriasis.
Okay.
Phantasy Star Online 2 release date. Spring 2020. Okay. However,
All right.
this is strictly the release window for the North American version of the game. Because, oh boy, I can't wait to get the Western release for psoriasis. Because everybody wants to play English translated skin diseases. Don't spit out your drink, Aaron.
It's hot coffee, so if I spit this out, this is gonna burn.
You like the San Andreas mod. Well, not mod, but was it a mod? Joe?
4.
Hot coffee? Was that a mod for
Um,
San Andreas, or was that a game mode? I think it was a mod, right?
I think it is. Let me think. That was the. I know what it was, but I don't remember if it was in the game and then taken out, or if it was.
I think it was in the game and then taken out, and then somebody found like the coding for it, because I think
Yeah,
the
yeah,
coding for it was still in there.
Yeah, because
yeah.
it was just where you could have intercourse with one of your girlfriends. And
Yeah.
They took that out.
Yeah,
And
because
then
it's like,
people
oh, because the
modded it back in.
the girl invites you into the house for hot coffee.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's how
That's
it got
what-
its name.
Yep, and then, going in for a refreshing warm beverage turned into El Boinko.
El Boinko.
The king of euphemisms.
I mean, we are a family-friendly podcast. Not really. I mean, we are as Nate has said on several occasions,
I think half the family has thrown us out the window by now.
We are a PG-13 podcast. Maybe. But I mean, one of these days it's like we could hit the big time. We could get sponsors, but then one of these sponsors could go back and watch a previous episode and say, "Hey, what did you mean by when you said El Boinko?" I'm like, well, obviously.
Well, what we meant by El Boinko is like horizontal agriculture, planting seed horizontally.
Till the field, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Tractor supplies. I don't know. Anyway. Let's see.
Counter vertical procreation. Mm-hmm.
I thought you were gonna say vertigo. I'm like, that's when you get nauseous. It's like, if you're doing that and getting nauseous, might wanna see a doctor.
You're just all up in there, it's like you're just still going at
I
it.
need some Dramamine. Hold on. Give me a minute. Okay, anyway. Hey Joe, did you see this poison costume that is coming to Extra Battle? Or it might be already Extra Battle, because I posted this a few days ago.
Yeah, the lady one.
The lady thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it looks nice. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the whip being the grappling hook part of the rocket launcher without the rocket launcher. It's like every other crossover costume has been pretty spot on with their accuracy.
Okay.
But this one they had to take a few liberties, and I don't know how I feel about it. On one hand, it makes sense, and on the other hand, it's like, really? You couldn't just I don't know.
Oh, you said they took liberties.
Yeah.
Like Liberty Mutual with that stupid duck. Or wherever that bird is. Anyway. Speaking of stupid birds, did y'all see this apparently remodeled Sonic for the movie?
Yeah, I saw that.
What'd you think?
I think I saw it briefly.
It looks better, but that doesn't mean the movie's going to be good.
Exactly. See, that's the thing, because I kept seeing on Twitter where people were like, wow, this redesign, it looks like Sonic. This movie will be great. I'm like, no, just because it looks like Sonic does not mean the movie's going to be good.
Yeah. Visual quality does not change quality of script.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, Robotnik is just going to be Jim Carrey in a mildly fat suit.
I mean, to be honest, he looks like the best part of that movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's Jim Carrey. I'm sure he'll do a decent.
Yeah, Jim Carrey is awesome, but
Yeah.
I can't deny the fact that Jim Carrey in a lot of stuff is Jim Carrey playing a character,
this is
acting
true.
like Jim Carrey.
I mean, let's see. Like, what if they cast Kevin James as Robotnik, so we can get freaking Paul Blart Egg Cop.
The Egg Mall.
You know, Paul Man or Egg Blart. Egg
Blart.
For all you audio listeners that can't see the expression on my face, I have a expression of confusion and
I was gonna say
being
because I was
offended
gonna
right
say
now.
Adam. What if they cast Adam Sandler as Eggman?
I thought you were going to say Adam Swift. It's like, who the fuck is Adam Swift?
Like Phil Swift?
Yeah.
He just bombs us. They cast Phil Swift as Eggman, and he blows up the city. He's like, "That's a lot of damage." Phil Swift is the Flex Seal guy.
Adam Sandler, really, as Eggman? Mm.
I was gonna say Adam Sandler, but I'm like, no, because Kevin James is like, he's round. I think he's still fat.
What
I think.
about Louis Anderson?
Hey, Sonic.
Joe, now I'm even more offended.
I'm Dr. Robotnik. I built my family.
That's John Goodman.
Oh, yeah.
I would rather see Kevin Hart as Eggman rather than those two.
No, what if they cast Kevin Hart as Tails?
Tails.
Yeah, because he's so short.
Wow.
So let's see. Kevin Hart.
Oh, and The Rock can be Knuckles. Yeah.
And I was gonna say Dwayne Johnson as Knuckles. But I feel like that would allude to stupid Knuckles. I like gullible Knuckles. I don't like stupid Knuckles.
Oh, you don't like Sonic Boom Knuckles? Neither do I.
Though I like the cartoon, except like that fucking clip, because I follow that Sonic Boom out of context Twitter where it's like they had like a baby, like a little baby or whatever, and they're like, Sonic is like, hey, give him a chili dog. Everybody likes chili dogs, and it's like, I don't think he can swallow solid food. And then they're like, put him in the blender, and then Knuckles picked up the baby and was gonna put the baby in the blender.
It's like, okay, if you say so.
It was really freaking funny.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid, but it's funny.
It is really funny.
I appreciate good, stupid humor.
It has no right being as funny as it is.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Yeah, because it's like the cartoon is legitimately funny, but the game was so the games were so bad.
Who else was on that show? Did Blaze make an appearance? Silver? I know Shadow was up there.
I know Shadow was up there. I don't think Blaze or Silver made it. I don't think so anyway.
I don't think the Chowix team was up there either.
Oh, the Chaotix team?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. Which is weird because I feel like Vector would be pretty witty on that show because Victor was always he was pretty witty in Sonic Heroes anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Espio the Chameleon.
And Charmy the Bee.
Aaron, I know you rolled your eyes at that one, but you didn't like Espio?
No, it's just.
He's ninja. He's
a ninja chameleon. He can cloak and become invisible. I'm not here.
Get out.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the Chaotix team. He actually left. But yeah, I'm surprised that the Chaotix team never made an appearance on Sonic Boom. And I feel like because they were a pretty witty squad in Sonic Heroes anyway. Boy, it's a good thing Nate's not here because I know how much he loved,
Big Cat
tumbling down this Sonic the Hedgehog rabbit hole. Let's see. There you
I
go.
didn't
Hey,
realize it'd be
now we
such a hassle
shift
to like, get
places,
back in.
guys.
Yeah. It's like now Joe is like, well, on my screen he's down here, he's down below.
Yeah, I didn't realize it'd be such a hassle to get back in.
Ha! You are stuck. I don't know. But anyway, like on the same topic of Sonic, but I'm not gonna harbor on Sonic too much longer. But apparently, I think the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter, they tweeted out a couple days ago of Team Lopez, the guy that made the music for Sonic Mania. He makes some pretty good music.
Oh, yeah. That
And
music's great.
they did a remix of Station Square. And it sounded pretty. And it fueled speculation that that they were gonna make an HD remake of Sonic Adventure 1. And I'm like,
Ooh.
it's all speculation, but I'm like, if they do it, I'd buy it because I love obviously I love Sonic Adventure 1. And I'm not just saying that to piss off Nate because Big the Cat. I'm not just saying that.
Okay, so if they want to start doing like HD remakes, do Sonic Adventure 1, do Sonic Adventure 2.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do Sonic 06 unless you guys have a better script.
There's not. It wouldn't be.
Or just like stop it there and start new canon straight from Sonic Adventure 2. We don't need Silver the Hedgehog / Trunks the Hedgehog. You don't need that.
It's no use.
I knew you were gonna say you son of a.
Because I feel like that's like the one line he's known for.
Yeah, that's literally like the one line.
I know like a couple of people I know on Twitter, like they're really just die-hard Sonic fans, and I guess like one of them actually 100%ed Sonic 06.
Wow.
And they're like, yeah, I'm like, that is commitment right there.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, and they were just like,
The only thing good about Sonic 06 was the graphics.
And there's two good things. I feel like there's two good things about Sonic 06. One is the graphics, and two is the music.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, like
Sonic music is always pretty good.
Yeah, it's always pretty consistent. Usually.
Except for Sonic Free Riders.
I never played Sonic Free Riders. That was the Kinect one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sonic Free and the wind. Or something like that.
I feel like Sonic music is good, usually until they add lyrics. Because it's like this is good beat right here. Y'all adding words? Okay, we don't need words. Stop adding words. Just stop. Because I don't need to know that you chuckle and you don't want to chuckle and you want to flex your muscles and all that and that stuff.
I mean, I know what they're going for because with most Sonic music, it's kind of just like they try to go for lyrics that tie up to what Sonic is all about being free spirited and maintaining your momentum and stuff like that, not letting stuff like slow you down. So I get that. I understand the main theme of Sonic. I understand the main theme behind Shadow and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean you always have to add lyrics just to, drive that theme home with us.
Yeah. It's like even like Sonic Mania, right? It's like you take the music from like Studiopolis or Press Garden. That's good music right there. Shout out to Team Lopez. You make good music. But yeah, good old Sonic. Because one of these days, it's like, we'll get a good.
Oh, I have a question
3D
for you guys.
Sonic game.
Since we're still on Sonic, before we jump to another topic, who do you think is dumber, Sonic Boom Knuckles or Patrick from SpongeBob?
Probably Patrick.
Because
I don't know SpongeBob.
Patrick is pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, Sonic Boom Knuckles is pretty dumb, but Patrick
is on a different level.
I feel sorry for all the Knuckles fans out there that actually have come across Sonic Boom. I really
like,
feel sorry for them because they're
like I
like
said,
watching this and like, what did you do to my favorite character?
I can appreciate stupid humor, but it's like I feel like the people who like came up with the lines for Knuckles or whatever, it's like it kind of comes across like they don't know the difference between gullible and stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what it felt like because like yeah, Knuckles is extremely gullible, but that doesn't mean he's
Or
dumb.
at the very least, they didn't think he had enough character, and they needed to
Yeah.
revamp him.
Yeah, that could be it. Because it's like Sonic is like the leader, free spirit guy. Tails is like the brain, and then like Knuckles, he's the big powerhouse. But it's like the stereotype of like all brawn, no brains.
Right.
So
Yeah, I guess they needed a comic relief character, so instead of inventing another character, they sacrificed Knuckles' intelligence to make him stupid.
yeah, I can see that. Because obviously it's like
They sacrificed his intelligence to make him stupid. I mean, yeah.
I get what you're going for.
Yeah.
But yeah, because obviously it's like because for the comic relief, it's like you get like some comical relief from like Sonic and Tails, but it's like for a consistent amount of comedy, I guess you go with stupid humor because it works.
Even Shadow in that show, every time I hear him speak, it's like, you guys are trying too hard to make Shadow edgy.
Yeah, because I just remember like there's a couple clips where Shadow didn't speak, but like one time he was walking away from Eggman, and then Eggman was like, "But we were gonna roast wieners." It was from that out of context to it, and then another one where I think Shadow and Sonic were fighting, and then Shadow was like, "Any last words, Sonic?" or something, and then Sonic is like he said some gibberish or something, and then he sped away and then punched Shadow in the face or something. It was weird. I was like, I don't know.
I know people are gonna, whoever's watching this, I know it's not a lot of people, but I know people are gonna be watching this saying it's like, well, you guys don't understand. This is for targeted audience, and you're seeing the show from a perspective of like hardcore Sonic fans. And yeah, I get it. The show's not meant for people that love Sonic Adventure 1, 2, that's been with Sonic since the beginning. This is for a new generation of younger kids watching the show.
Isn't
And I
Sonic
get
Boom
that.
cartoon meant for kids? I feel like maybe younger children, but maybe in like early teens or something. But I don't really. I'm not saying it's a crude not kid. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, but it's not for us. Like the writing and the
right, like you said, like for people
framed
who have been
animation is not for us. Like when Sonic's like running and stuff like that, it feels very slow, even though it's trying to be fast.
right, like they add all those
It seems like
blurs
very toned down.
to
Yeah.
imply that he's going at the speed of light. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like a key example being like one of my favorite episodes of that cartoon where Eggman bakes the cookies
Mm-hmm.
and then turns all of Sonic's friends evil, and then and then Sonic takes like a pluck of his hair, his fur, puts it in the oven, makes a Sonic cookie, and feeds it to Eggman, and Eggman is zipping around, defeating the evil friends, and it's like. Yeah, it's like Eggman is. It looks like he's going. They're implying that he's going incredibly fast, but he's not.
Right. So that just goes to show you, even the plot of the episodes are meant for a younger audience.
Yeah.
Now, if you take a look at like Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, Justice League, all those shows, well, mainly like Superman and Batman the animated series, were kid friendly, right? But it had adult themes
also,
in it.
like with the Batman the animated series, like this is like from when we were younger.
Right. But it still stands up to now. A lot of people praise those shows and stuff like that from the '90s since they were so good. But they could do that with the cartoons and stuff, especially with Sonic these days. You can make it kid friendly, but you can have deeper, mature themes in the undercurrent of the plot and stuff like that. Exactly, but people don't want to put in the effort.
Right. It's like they just gotta crank out a product, especially because everybody's got talking about streaming services here for a second. like Disney Plus. You want to get Disney Plus? It's gonna have like I don't know, like Disney Plus, their official Twitter, like a couple days ago, they spent like the entire day just tweeting out like stuff that was gonna be on the Disney Plus platform. If you want to buy it, it's like $6.99 a month, or you can get a 3-year subscription for $170.
Hmm.
Which, like, math wise, it's a good deal because it comes out to be about $5 a month. But it's like it's just a lot because it's like you're paying $170 for 3 years of a subscription service.
Yeah, that's a very large single purchase.
Exactly. And it's gonna have like obviously it's gonna have like basically the like 99% of the Disney vault of all the movies. Not Song of the South though, because that movie is pretty racist. Where's the dude that came from? Shout out to Uncle Remus,
Yeah.
even though he's not real. But yeah, they showed off like they're gonna have like all the '90s Disney cartoons, including crap ass gargoyles.
Yo, Gargoyles was killer.
I just saw that tweet. And somebody tweeted it, I think, to Max, and Max got insane because I guess Max likes gargoyles or something.
It's
And
a
I'm
great
like,
show.
somebody has to like it, I guess.
Yeah, all the '90s cartoons were pretty good
Yeah,
back in the day.
like, even
Fight
like
you.
I mean, like I can like all the cartoons.
See,
that
we
aired,
had gargoyles. There were SWAT cats that were good. I used
even
to
like
watch.
random crap like Freakazoid.
Freakazoid was. It had no right being as good as it was.
Yeah,
That's another show where it was kid friendly, but they had underlying adult themes through it. They were making like low key adult jokes in that show.
Yeah, that
If
was
you
the
go back and
entire
watch it.
like subject matter of the '90s.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's like family friendly meant like content that the entire family, being kids and adults, can enjoy.
Which that was smart because not only are you getting kids into it, but
Something
the
for the
kids are
adult.
taking their parents, and now you're getting a wider audience.
Yeah,
Like,
You
the
have more
parents get
people
to
tuning
enjoy it
in.
and they don't get annoyed by it.
Exactly.
Right, because like another example I can think of. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of this show, but Hey Arnold, right?
Yeah.
Like Hey Arnold, like there was an episode where it was implied that Arnold's grandpa punched Hitler in the face.
Yeah.
It was implied that he punched Hitler in the face, gave him a wedgie, and then had like a threesome with 2 French maids. Yo, Grandpa Phil.
He's the real war hero.
Yeah.
But I think in today's zeitgeist, how sensitive people are, it'd be harder for people to start doing stuff like
Yeah.
they did with character development in the '90s, because you have so many people jumping on Twitter or being overly sensitive or having like really stark, harsh opinions about certain stuff. So you have to really tiptoe
It's a
around
thin line.
people sometimes.
You're walking a tightrope, essentially.
Right.
Mhm.
And which is sad because a lot of the methodology of creating those shows back in the '90s would be super hard to do it now with everybody being so sensitive.
Right. And it's a, even like, another thing we've gone over is like how like they're just rebooting all these shows because it's like, I mean, I feel like we kind of have ourselves to blame, not us per se, but just our generation, where it's like, oh, this was in the '90s. I like this. It's like, and then these companies are like, people want their stuff from the '90s, but let's bring it back, but let's give it a modern twist.
Yeah, it's
And-
like they listen to us, but they don't understand.
Hmm.
It's like we say we like these stuffs that are from the '90s, but they don't understand why we like them.
Right.
It's like the difference between Marvel Cinematic Universe and DC Cinematic Universe. Marvel gets why people
Sure.
like their characters, whereas
DC, the DCU, like or like whatever. It's like I feel like they're in the process of trying to find their footing.
yeah, they are, but they don't understand. Like, you don't have to go dark and edgy with every character that you have. Like, For instance, like with Batman and Batman v Superman, that was I don't know who allowed Zack Snyder. Yeah, Zack Snyder to do that with Batman, like him having guns. He was straight up killing people in that movie. I wish Nate was up here because Nate would probably have a few opinions about it. But and then with Joker having tattoos, that wasn't too bad. But then on top of it, what you did with Harley and giving her tattoos and stuff like that, she looked like she just walked out of Hot Topic.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of her character, though, in a sense.
It wasn't that way back in the '90s and
I
stuff
mean,
like that
yeah.
with her character, but it's just with the tattoos and everything. It looks like you guys are really trying too hard.
It's just another case of like another like director. It's like, no, I want to take this character, but I want to put my own twist on it.
Yeah, and I understand
Sometimes,
that you have
sometimes
to
it fits and
adapt.
sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, you have to adapt characters for the audience you're trying to reach and stuff like that. And comic books are a very niche section of the population. There's not a lot of comic book fans out there and stuff like that, as
I
opposed
mean,
to like the
like,
rest.
I feel like there's like, well, maybe I think you're right, but like, I think it just comes down to like, I was gonna say like, I was about to dispute that. Like, oh, like, are you sure there's not a lot of like? I feel like comic books have a wider range of an audience now than they did like say like 10, 15 years ago because of all the
Yeah,
movies.
yeah, you get more people coming in and reading the stuff because of the movies and whatnot. But if you read the comic, like say with Marvel, if you go and see the movie,
Yeah.
a lot of the movies, and then you go and read the comics, there's a very well with a few of them. There's a very stark contrast in personality from how they are in the movie. Like
Okay.
with Thor, like with Hemsworth's portrayal of Thor, if you pick up a Thor comic, Thor's not that funny as he is in the
Yeah.
movie. He doesn't
Yeah.
make that many jokes and stuff like that. He's like the who's another character I can kind of he's kind of like He-Man ish, I guess.
Okay.
He's like a warrior type. So with a warrior type character, you want to be getting like jokes and stuff like that that he would be making in um like the Thor movies and whatnot. So,
Okay.
but that's mostly for people that aren't comic book fans. Mind you, I like Thor from the movies, but it wouldn't get me to go and pick up a Thor comic.
Yeah. Because it's like you said, it's like if obviously I saw Avengers, and it's like I mean like obviously I know about like a little bit about Thor from the comics, so, like 'cause I remember looking at a couple issues at like Newberry Comics and whatever.
Hmm.
It's like yeah, it's like if I like saw like the Avengers and I'm like yeah, Thor in this Avengers movie is great, but then you pick up a Thor comic and it's like oh he's nothing like that. It's weird.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Boy, I can't wait to see how good a Hulk Hogan that Chris Hemsworth makes. 'Cause I just remember that's a thing that's happening. A Hulk Hogan biopic starring Chris Hemsworth. Can't wait to see Thor with that Hulk Hogan hair curtain.
Mm.
He's just covering 80s.
Well,
Hulk. Like, you're not even
good for him. I like Chris Hemsworth as an actor.
yeah.
I didn't like him, and I just rented MIB International, and
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. I forgot that was a thing.
mm,
It's Chris and it's a lady, right?
it's Tessa Thompson,
Okay.
the chick that played Valkyrie, and she was in Ragnarok. She was in Infinity War. I think she was in
Like,
there.
Chris Hemsworth is no Will Smith
Hmm.
or Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, they weren't trying to do those two all
Okay.
over again, but it wasn't his acting. It was more like the script I didn't like too much.
Okay.
But yeah, Tessa Thompson was definitely in Endgame though. But
Let's see. I'm trying to remember. There was like a superhero movie that was basically confirmed to be canceled recently. I can't remember.
I don't
Crap.
remember myself either.
He was part of the character. I think was part of the X-Men or Fantastic Four, one of those. Oh, I'm gonna look this up.
Hmm.
Well, speaking of which, while you're looking that up, we're getting a black Catwoman for the Matt Reeves Batman movie.
Yeah. Oh crap! What was it?
Zoe Kravitz is playing Catwoman.
Okay, I was about to say Zoe Saldana, but I knew it wasn't her.
No, that's Gamora. Actually, I'll get a picture of her. She's a good actress. I think she'll do good.
Hmm.
I think she'll do pretty good.
Yeah, I remember when I was watching it was an Internet Today video, and they were talking about that and how Zoe Kravitz was cast, and like, I think they were trying to like come up with people to cast as like I think Penguin, and obviously they
Oh,
mentioned Danny DeVito.
yeah, they mentioned Danny DeVito. I think Jonah Hill was in the running for it, but he wanted too much money.
Yeah. Apparently another person put in their 2 cents into that hat. Apparently, Jason Alexander, aka George from Seinfeld. It's a good section for our audio listeners.
I got nothing about that one. That's nah. Just please don't go with that option. Just please don't.
I mean, it's Jason Alexander. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I'm sure Jason Alexander's a nice guy, but
Yeah, I posted a link in private chat.
okay. Hmm. Crap, I can't find the name of it. Anyway.
She's around our age too.
Let's see. On that note, let's see. You guys got anything you else want to throw in real quick before we start to wrap this up?
I don't think so.
Okay. So on that note, I guess we'll wrap things up because I think we've basically exhausted our limited topic supply for the week. But I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
So yeah, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's got all our episodes in video form, or follow us on anchor.fm/college-cheese. I just realized I've been saying that URL wrong for several months now.
Oh wow.
So I thought it was anchor.fm/college cheese. It is anchor.fm/college cheese. So that's our link. Also, we got the episode of the college cheese multiverse is expanding because last week we didn't have our main podcast, but Aaron, this side, not this side, he did him and Nate, they teamed up and they did a little spin-off project, the Elseworlds podcast, where they talked about DC and Marvel and comic book stuff. So give that a listen if you're interested. Let us know and we can attempt to make that a more regular thing and possibly a spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
Sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can follow all of our videos there. Also, me and Joe, we got the dumb wrestling thing going on. That's going. Please ignore any mentions of 2K20 in our upcoming episodes because obviously we're not moving to 2K20 because that game is trash.
Yep.
Until they fix it, which
They'll probably fix it like 4 years from now when nobody cares. I don't know.
Speaking of which, if this is college cheese and we're gonna have a spinoff, what are we gonna call the spinoff with me and Nate? Night school?
Med school vegetables.
No.
Anyway.
All right, we'll think of something.
Yeah.
I'll collab with Nate.
Give it a listen. The Elseworlds podcast with Aaron and Nate. I gave it a listen. It's pretty good.
Wait, Elseworld. Hey, there's already a comic book podcast called Elseworld. We don't want to be stepping on shoes here.
That's the name that y'all mentioned in the podcast.
Mm.
Yeah, that's with Elseworld. I think that's with Cape Joel and the other guy he normally does stuff with.
So wait, I got to change the thumbnail? Because that's what it says on the thumbnail. Because I thought that's the name y'all were going with.
No, I don't think me and Nate. You better go change that. I
That's
don't
what
want
it
to be
says on
stepping on
Anchor.
toes.
That's what Nate posted to Anchor.
Yeah, I gotta get on.
All right,
with
y'all
Nate about that thing.
gotta come up with a name, and you let me know the name, and I'll come up with another thumbnail. I'm just saying because that's what Nate uploaded the audio version to Anchor, and that's what it says on Anchor. So I'm just
People are gonna be mad, but like, hey, this isn't Joel. What the? I don't know. I don't want to be stepping on toes or nothing like that. I have to get him to change it though.
All right, so scratch that name. Give the currently unnamed comic book related podcast with Aaron and Nate a listen at anchor.fm/college-cheese. There we go. Problem solved. Also, I figure I'll give Denville a shout out. Be sure to subscribe to our buddy Denville Ace. He's doing a YouTube thing.
We should get him on the show sometime.
Yo, I'd love to. Like, we got to figure out, like, because obviously time difference and everything, because he lives on the other side of the country. But, like, I'd love to have him on, because it's like, I love, like, name dropping people here for a second. I'd love to have, like, Denville on or Eric, and I know Nate wanted Ricky on at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But, we'll figure something out. I mean, we've had Jeff on, so, like, we can't be like, oh, let's have our first ever guest. But anyway, but yeah. Subscribe to our friend Denville's channel. He does like videos based on like his religion because he's a youth pastor, and like he kind of mixes it with pop culture, which is kind of neat. And I know, like, give him a sub. I know he's doing a little giveaway. So if you want to enter that giveaway and win yourself, and I think he said like $17. Because he's doing it for like his amount of subscribers. So shout out to Denville. You're doing great, buddy. Also it's like he said you can either win an Amazon gift card worth $70, or like you can win some Japanese prizes because he's going to Japan soon. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. But yeah, give our friend Ace/Denville give him a subscription, whatever. Hit that bell. I don't really know his URL, but his YouTube is in the featured channel page on our YouTube channel, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, this has been a long ass wrap up. So we'll see you next week with episode 134. And I'm Al. Forgot that part.
Yeah, I'm Joe.
I'm Aaron.
And we'll see you next week with episode 134. And hopefully Nate will be here because we haven't had a 4-man podcast in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A fatal 4-man podcast.
There you go.
Fatal foreplay.
I'm out.
Bye.
I'm done.
Bye.